Hello and a warm welcome to the news on NTA International. I'm Lami Ali. My sign language interpreter is Bamidele John, and let's begin with the headlines. Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice James Oho, approves redeployment of judges. National Hajj Commission of Nigeria conducts catering simulation exercise for service providers in Mecca to boost pilgrims' welfare. Plus, United Kingdom and European Union reach new strategic partnership in major post-Brexit deal. The UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer promised a new era in relations with the EU as he unveiled a reset deal at a London summit with EU chiefs Ursula von der Leyen and Antonio Costa. Frama Pangi reports.
UK-EU summit, and it marks a new era in our relationship, and it's really good that we're able to meet around this table for this summit, the first of what will be of many summits as we progress through this new era.
Costa, after appearing to accidentally address Keir as David, said the two sides were reconnecting with purpose. We are stronger when we act together to support Ukraine, to stabilize and strengthen our transatlantic alliance, to protect free trade, multilateralism, and an international rules-based order, he said. Meanwhile, von der Leyen said the amazing comprehensive roadmap will open a new chapter.
We're opening a new chapter in our unique relationship. This is the story of historical and natural partners standing side by side on the global stage.
On fishing, a new deal keeps the current status quo, giving EU boats continued access to UK waters until 2038. Badenoch accuses the PM of selling out the sector. It will also be easier to trade food across the UK-EU border, and a new security pact will allow Britain to access EU funds for defence and development. Under the deal, the EU gets 12-year access to UK fishing waters, with the sides agreeing to a security and defence partnership and continuing talks on youth mobility scheme. However, critics have accused Starmer of betraying the 2016 EU, with the leader an ardent Remainer who campaigned hard for a second referendum before the UK finally left in 2020. Reform UK's Nigel Farage called the deal the end of the fishing industry, while Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch said it was very concerning that the UK will become a rule taker from Brussels once again. UK-EU deal is a win-win, Prime Minister Keir Starmer says, after announcing a wide-ranging agreement on food, fishing defence and passport checks. Frama Panyi, NTA News.
Now, Burkina Faso has immortalized its revolutionary leader, Captain Thomas Sankara, with the unveiling of a towering statue in Ouagadougou. Spearheaded by current leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the grand ceremony drew thousands of supporters and Pan-African dignitaries, including a high-level delegation from Ghana. The monument stands as a powerful tribute to Sankara's enduring vision of African unity, social justice and resistance to imperialism.
Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso, was filled with energy as thousands gathered to witness the unveiling of a monumental statue honoring former president and revolutionary leader Captain Thomas Sankara, often hailed as Africa's Che Guevara. The event, part of the newly inaugurated Thomas Sankara Memorial and Museum, attracted dignitaries, Pan-Africanists and citizens waving Burkinabe and Alliance for Sahel state flags in a striking display of unity and pride. Designed by world-renowned architect Francis Kéré, the bronze statue stands as the centerpiece of a sprawling 14-hectare site. The memorial also features a mausoleum for Sankara and his 12 slain aides, an 87-meter symbolic tower, an amphitheater, and green public spaces, reinforcing his enduring legacy of African unity and resistance to imperialism. Ghana was represented by a high-level delegation led by the Minister for Defense, Mr. Edward Omane-Boama. Their presence not only paid tribute to Sankara's enduring legacy, but reaffirmed the deep historical and diplomatic ties between Ghana and Burkina Faso.
It's a sad day because 1 week before the assassination, I was with him and the brother who killed him, Bless.
His own brother killed
him? No, I mean his colleague, a brother. He was just like a brother. I was with them because we had heard in Ghana that there was something going on. But they denied. The two of them, they denied. So me, when I see the statue, the monument, and I say, oh, Africa, for how long are we going to suffer the way we are suffering? If by chance or God brings one person, one leader to change Africa, and then people gang up, fellow Africans gang up, under the instrument of the colonialists, and then they get rid of it. How long can we continue like this? Look at Traore. He has come to continue the work of Sankara, but how long can we have it? Africa.
It's really just a testament of the value that Burkina Faso places on its history and on its heroes. And the presence of Ghana here, a big delegation from Ghana, as well as representatives of President Rawlings' family, myself and two of my siblings here, is really a show of solidarity of what the history that our two countries have in common. But I think that beyond that, it's also an important milestone in that with the current geopolitics, it serves as a rallying point for many of the countries in the sub-region to perhaps take a moment to reflect on what it means to be African, what it means to be West African.
United, we will rise, and divided, we will fall. That's the way I look at it. I think now more than ever, we have the opportunity to come together as a continent. Many have come before who have tried to accomplish this, but I feel that the atmosphere is perfect for that kind of unity. We see what is happening in the West, and for once, I think we're in a position to look inward at ourselves and see how we can progress as a continent, not just, divided whereby everybody is doing something in their own little corner. And together, I think we could be a force for good in this world.
The memorial is expected to become a significant pilgrimage site for Pan-Africanists across the continent and beyond.
The Ghana Health Service has confirmed 2 new cases of mpox, raising the number of infections in the country to 4. The latest cases identified in the Greater Accra and Western regions have no known epidemiological link to previous infections. A statement signed and issued by its Director General, Professor Samuel Kaba Akoria, said the service has activated public health measures, including contact tracing, to curb further spread of the virus. Health authorities are urging the public to maintain regular hand hygiene, avoid close contact with individuals exhibiting symptoms such as rashes, and report any suspected case to the nearest health facility. Mpox, a viral disease transmitted through close contact with infected individuals, animals, or contaminated materials, presents symptoms such as rash, fever, headache, muscle aches, back pain, low energy, and swollen lymph nodes. The Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service are therefore calling on the media to support public education efforts by raising awareness and providing accurate information on mpox. The statement said the government remains committed to safeguarding public health, drawing on past experience in managing similar outbreaks to implement effective measures for the well-being of all Ghanaians. Towards promoting values of tolerance and coexistence among different religions and cultures, the city of Tangier in Morocco has hosted the Peace and Tolerance Conference. The conference highlighted Morocco's model of peaceful coexistence and encouraged dialogue between diverse communities. The event also featured lectures and workshops discussing topics such as tolerance, coexistence, and cultural diversity. Representatives from various countries participated in different discussions, enriching the exchange of ideas and experiences, and helped in strengthening the spirit of unity and mutual respect among attendees. The conference served as an important opportunity to reinforce values of peace and tolerance, enhancing Morocco's image as a supporter of interfaith and intercultural dialogue. It also showcased the country's ongoing efforts to promote peaceful coexistence. Now, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has conducted a critical catering simulation exercise at a service provider's office in Mecca as part of intensified efforts towards the overall success of the 2025 pilgrimage. The exercise aims to evaluate the quality and standard of catering services arranged for the Nigerian pilgrims under the private tour operators quota. That report has been packaged and it will come to you subsequently. The Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission, Bishop Stephen Adegbite, has commended President Bola Tinubu for his physical presence as the formal inauguration of Pope Leo XIV as the 267th Catholic Pontiff in St. Peter's Square in the Vatican City. In a statement released, Bishop Adegbite said that he is pleased that President Bola Tinubu joined other world leaders as the formal inauguration of the 267th Pope of the Catholic Church at St. Peter's Square in the Vatican City. This gesture demonstrates his faith in God and deep commitment to ecumenism. Bishop Adegbite further explained that the President's attendance at the event is a testament to his openness and lack of religious bigotry, adding that prayer has been the sustaining grace of Nigeria. The fact that President Bola Tinubu had a one-on-one interaction with Pope Leo XIV is something all of us should be proud of as a people under God, he stated. The NCPC helmsman expressed optimism about the upcoming Commission's executive pilgrimage to Rome, anticipating a spiritually rejuvenating experience for intending pilgrims. With Pope Leo XIV as the head of the papacy, the pilgrims will have the opportunity of attending the papal audience and receiving blessings from the brand new pontiff, he said. Nigeria and the European Union are strengthening collaboration in areas of education and research, as well as cultural exchange for sustainable development. This is coming as the European Union ambassador to Nigeria led a delegation to the Nasarawa State University, Kefi, to explore more areas of partnership. Aliu Tijani reports.
Nigeria's long-standing relationship with European Union member countries is what this visit by the EU ambassador and the Polish ambassador seeks to advance at the State University Kefi, thereby building bridge between Europe and West Africa. The introduction of the Institute for European Studies in the university is one of the gains of the partnership as the European Union reaffirms commitment to promote cultural and educational exchange with lessons on development to be learned by member states. Both ambassadors deliver a lecture titled The European Union, a reliable partner for Nigeria and the world, and also on benefits of regional integration, the example of Poland.
And we have strong historical, cultural, human ties. And so our destinies are interlinked. If in West Africa in particular you are doing well, it will have positive consequences for us. If you are not doing well, it will have negative consequences for us, and vice versa.
Vice-Chancellor of the university, Professor Saadatu Hasaliman, says the school is poised to extend hand of friendship with European countries, thereby allowing students engage critically with European affairs and proffer solutions to global challenges.
As we look forward to the future, we are excited about the opportunities that await us in our ongoing collaboration with the EU. The potential for growth in several critical areas continues to expand.
The collaboration is also expected to offer opportunities for academic growth, capacity building, and cross-cultural understanding between Nigeria and European Union member states. Aliu Tijani, NTA News.
The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, and Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, Gavi, have donated 4 fully equipped ambulance boats to the Bayelsa state government in a continued effort to strengthen healthcare and emergency response in riverine communities. Benemizi Timiyola reports that a 30 kVA generator was also donated to enhance operational efficiency.
Sometimes in emergency cases, some pregnant women don't want to give birth, and even some adults and even children that maybe become very ill, emergency cases. It is very difficult because, one, in that situation, you cannot use the public transport. You must take a drop, a shutter, and just to buy fuel alone to reach Enangwa is in fact, you can't say.
These are some of the challenges residents in hard-to-reach riverine communities face in accessing quality health care and timely medical interventions.
Passion for children, to really make sure that children in Bayelsa thrive.
To remedy the situation, the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, and Global Alliance for Vaccines Immunization, Gavi, entered into a memorandum of understanding with the Bayelsa state government to strengthen the state healthcare system. In conformity to the agreement, UNICEF and Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization have continued to intervene in areas of need like the renovation of primary healthcare centers and support for immunization. 6 fully equipped ambulance boats were delivered in 2024 to the Bayelsa state government, and additional 4 is yet donated to serve the riparian communities. A 30 kVA generator was also donated to ensure operational efficiency. Chief Field Officer, UNICEF Nigeria, Judith Lively, commended Gavi, the World Health Organization, and other partners, and called for the proper maintenance and sustainability of the items for the benefit of the people.
We want to make sure that all children are vaccinated, all children have access to schools, all children have access to health services, that all mothers have access to prenatal and postnatal, antenatal, care. So we want to make sure that the population have access to quality care. So the boats are a mean to achieve that.
Bayelsa State Commissioner for Health, Professor Seye Fabricibe, received the boats on behalf of the state government.
This, once again, has shown our commitment to see that the life expectancy of every Bayelsan increase. And for us, that is very, very important.
Other healthcare partners pledge continuous collaboration for improved healthcare delivery. Ebinimi Zitimiola, NTA News.
This is the news on NTA International. We will take a break now. More news when we return. Please don't go away. Thank you for staying. Aligning with the national goal to eliminate malaria before 2030, the Nigeria Air Force Officers' Wives Association, NAFOA, is also racing to meet the goal. The recent effort is a medical outreach at Zamani community, where residents were offered healthcare services and tutored on personal hygiene. Elizabeth Omorui reports that the gesture is part of activities in commemoration of the 61st anniversary of the Nigeria Air Force.
Members of the Zamani community are raising their armor with their response to the reach out to kick out malaria out of their domain. Malaria, sugar and high blood pressure tests, drug distribution and deworming exercise were part of medical services carried out.
It's very, very fine. It's very, very nice because some people, they carry the sickness, they don't know.
And today I'm a partaker of this. I'm so happy that God will strengthen them, God will empower them more.
President of NAFOA and Chief of Administration, Nigeria Air Force, reiterated the position of the force in promoting public health.
Through proper treatment and sustained prevention, we believe communities like Zamani can experience better health and a higher quality of life.
These medical services and interventions will bring relief, restore health, and rekindle hope in our service to humanity.
The outreach also featured an advocacy on dangers of self-medication, drug resistance, and regular medical checks. As mosquito-treated nets were distributed,
officers took to the streets of Zamani for proper cleanup of the environment. Elizabeth Omori, NTA News.
The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Tsuhu, has approved the redeployment of some judges of the Federal High Court. A statement by the Director of Information of the Court, Catherine Christopher, says the redeployments are to take immediate effect, while the affected judges are to make their best endeavour to deliver all pending judgments in their current stations within the shortest possible time. Meanwhile, the judges currently residents in the Abakaliki and Katsina judicial divisions shall take responsibility for all the cases already pending or newly instituted in their respective divisions until otherwise instructed. The public is hereby notified that all cases pending before Court Number 5 in the Abuja division will be attended to by the new judge moved to Abuja. Now, as the global community continues to experience unprecedented security challenge, the John Cardinal Onaya Foundation is leveraging opportunities of the 7th Fellowship Program on Inter-Religious Dialogue on Conflict, Transformation and Mediation, held in Abuja, to sue for peace in the country and beyond. Umenka Amarachuku has the details.
We firmly believe that religion, when rightly understood and practiced, is a powerful force for unity rather than division.
Let you know that this is a selfless service. Don't expect attribution.
Over the years, John Cardinal Onaya Foundation for Peace has traversed the length, breadth of Nigeria and some other African countries, preaching peace, promoting harmonious coexistence among communities. The foundation offers a mandatory one-year fellowship training on inter-religious dialogue, conflict transformation and mediation to candidates who enroll in the institute. Some members of Class 7 of this foundation who have just completed the one-year training on the needed knowledge and skills for engaging in peace-building initiatives shared their experiences.
Starting the program, I realized that it is even far more than what I expected.
I want to champion intercultural dialogue.
I joined this program for the sake of making peace in my community.
These fellows, the foundation says, have now become grassroots faith actors who are expected to bring their knowledge to bear, promoting peace and social cohesion in communities. Omeka Machuku, NTA News.
Let's go for sports news now. The National Sports Festival has become a unifying factor for the diverse, rich cultural heritage of Nigeria and serves as an avenue for the discovering and nurturing of young talents to stardom. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, stated this at the opening ceremony of the 22nd National Sports Festival, tagged Gateway Games 2024 in Abeokuta, Ogun State. Abdulakim Jimo reports.
Call it a colorful, humorous and glamorous world-class opening ceremony of the National Sports Festival. You are right. The MKO Abiola International Sporting Arena, Kuto, Abeokuta, was electrified with a beehive of activities and performances as various teams from the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, took turns in alphabetical order to showcase their skills in aesthetic display. The opening ceremony was a symbolic moment characterized by artistic display of the rich cultural heritage of the people of Ogun State with a mix of traditional and historical values. While declaring the National Sports Festival open, President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, acknowledged that sports is an avenue to promote unity for national development.
The games may be hosted here in Ogun State, but the excitement reverberates across the Federation. It is proof that sports remains one of the most powerful forces for national cohesion. Indeed, nothing has brought this nation together like sports, whether on the pitch, the court, or the track. We are reminded daily that we are not strangers to one another. We are compatriots.
We owe deep gratitude to our president. His endorsement of this festival reflects his commitment to leveraging sports as a tool for national unity and global recognition.
Goodwill messages centered on the need for officials to give level playing ground to all the participating teams, even as the athletes were advised to uphold the spirit of sportsmanship. In Abeokuta, Akem Jimo, NTA News.
Captivating moments there at the opening of the National Sports Festival. And those were the stories at this time. Thanks for being a part of it. I'm Lami Ali. And the sign language interpreter has been Bamidili John. Do have a good evening.